Hello everyone, welcome back to Continental Food and KTV. If it's your first time here, you are highly welcome. My name is Joy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cook Nigerian stew. So delicious and yummy. So if you're interested in learning how to cook Nigerian stew or how I cook my Nigerian stew, please keep watching. If you're new here, you are welcome. If you've not subscribed, please press that button where it says subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you're not going to miss out. Thank you for doing so. And some of you who don't know, I have two channels, Joy Beauty and Continental Food. If you want to know how I came up with this look, please go to my other channel and check it out, Joy Beauty. Let's get started. First, I'm going to boil the chicken, and this chicken is hard chicken. I've washed it, so it's clean, washed and clean. I'm going to transfer it into the pot. In the same pot, I'm going to be adding brisket that I've washed and chopped. The reason why I'm cooking two of the meat in one pot is to save time and also stop me from washing pot. After that, I'm going to be adding a handful of chopped onion. Then season the meat with some curry powder, 1 teaspoon, ginger also 1 teaspoon, garlic the same. After that, I'm going to be adding some minced herb, add some thyme, then add some salt. After the salt, I'm going to be adding 2 non-cube, which is the chicken flavor. Then add some aromat. Add some water to help it cook because that is hard chicken. Then add some bay leaf. After that, I'm going to mix it with a wooden spoon, mix it together, mix it so well until it's well combined. Cover it and transfer it to the gas to cook for at least 20 to 25 minutes before I take out the beef and leave the hard chicken to continue cooking. Next, I'm going to be boiling the chicken wings, and today I'm using soft chicken wings. When I'm making Nigerian stew, I like to use different kind of meat, but you can use any meat of your choice. You can even decide to use one meat. You don't have to use assorted meat. To season the chicken wings, I'm going to start with non-cube chicken flavor 1. Then after that, I'm going to be adding some curry powder, half a teaspoon. Then add some minced herb, half a teaspoon. Add some ginger, half a teaspoon, garlic, half a teaspoon. Then add some salt for taste. Add some onion, chopped onion. Then add some bay leaf. Mix it together. After mixing it until the spice is well combined with the chicken wings. And I'm not going to be adding water to boil the chicken wings. I'm going to allow it sweat out its own water. Please remember, you don't have to use assorted meat. You can just use any meat of your choice. And I'm going to be boiling this for 10 minutes, then transfer it to the oven to bake until golden brown. Next ingredients is the tomato and the bell peppers, and today I have 7 cans of plum tomato, then have the bell peppers from the sweet to the long one, 2 scotch bonnet to add some heat, and 1 onion. And if you see that the bell peppers is looking like that, is because it's from the freezer, it's straight from the freezer. So with these bell peppers, I'm going to wash them first before blending it in the blender. After washing the bell pepper, this is what it looked like, and that's the in part, the seed. You don't want that, it's very bitter. That's going to the bin. Next, I'm going to blend the bell pepper with the tomato together in the blender. When blending the bell peppers and the tomato, I start and stop because I want the chunk of tomato in the blend. That's the chicken wings after boiling for 10 minutes, and you can see it has sweat out its own water. So next, I'm going to scoop it out, then transfer it to the oven to bake until golden brown. The reason why is because I'm going to use the same pot to boil the tomato, because with the tomato blend you have to boil until it reduces in size. It's easier that way if you're cooking a large stew. So that's the stock. I'm going to pour in the tomato that I blend into the pot, and look at how vibrant red that is. Just pour it in. So I have the last tomato blended. I'm going to pour it into the pot, give it a shake. So So with this, what I'm going to do now is to transfer it to the gas to cook down. It's going to cook down until it reduces in size and taking up. And as I said, I didn't blend it smooth. You can see the chunk of tomato in there. And this takes between 45 minutes to an hour in a low heat. That's the beef and chicken boiling, and it's been boiling for 20 minutes. So now I'm going to scoop out the beef and leave the hard chicken to continue cooking. Next to it, I have the tomato boiling as well to save time. After scooping out the beef, next I'm going to cover the pot and allow the hard chicken to cook for another 30 minutes until it's soft. Next, I'm going to be baking the chicken wings in the oven. I don't like frying my chicken wings. I prefer to bake it in the oven, and if you notice, I'm putting it in a parchment paper. This is going to stop it from sticking after baking. And the setting that I'm going to use to bake it is where the heat is up and down, and I'm going to be baking it 200 degrees until it turns golden brown. After boiling the chicken until soft, this takes between 45 minutes to 1 hour. The next step is to fry the chicken and the beef. So that's the tomato blend. I've boiled it and it's reduced in size. You can see where I started from the top, and you can see where it has boiled down to. This is what it looks like now. It's sticking up. You can see how thick it is. While boiling your tomato, please, you need to boil this on a low heat. You can see the bottom of my pot is not burnt because I was boiling in a low heat. To fry all the meat, I have my pan in a high heat. To that, I'm going to add some vegetable oil. Then first of all, fry the brisket. And I'm going to be frying it for 20 minutes until it turns golden brown. After frying the brisket for 10 minutes, I flick it over to help it fry evenly and faster. It's been 20 minutes and the brisket is fried until golden brown. This is what you want. You want to fry until golden brown. So I'm going to scoop it out, then fry the hard chicken. With the hard chicken, I'm also going to flake it over after frying it for 10 minutes, and I'm going to be frying it until golden brown. After frying the hard chicken for 20 minutes in a high heat until it turns golden brown, next I'm going to scoop it out in a plate. This might look like a lot of steps, but trust me, Nigerian stew tastes so delicious, and that's why whenever I'm cooking Nigerian stew, I cook it in a large quantity to last for a long time. Next, I'm going to sift the same oil that I used to fry all the meat. Gently transfer it to another fry pan, avoiding the bottom part of the oil. You can see what is on the bottom part. We don't need that. The reason why I like using the same oil is that it's full with flavor. Next, I'm going to be frying the onion, chopped onion, and I'm going to be frying this until golden brown. It takes between 10 to 15 minutes to fry the onion to golden brown. And while the onion is frying to golden brown, it's going to release all the flavor into the oil. Remember that the oil is full with flavor already. This is what the onion looks like after frying it until golden brown. Please do not burn your onion. Fry till golden brown. So next, I'm going to bring back the tomato pots. Then pour in the fried onion into the tomato pot. Next step is to fry the tomato, which is very important step. So as you can see, the fried onion is floating on top, but don't worry, it's going to melt into the tomato. So I'm going to be frying this for 20 to 25 minutes on a medium high. You don't want to fry this on a high heat, because if you do, your tomato is going to burn. One tip on frying tomato for Nigerian stew: you don't want to leave it and walk away. You want to stir it in between every 2 to 3 minutes. This is going to avoid it from burning, because when it burns, you're going to lose that vibrant red color. Frying it for 20 to 25 minutes is going to ensure that the sourness from that tomato can is going to disappear, leaving you with a sweet taste. So next, I'm going to add chicken cube, non-cube. And also add some aroma for more seasoning. And one more tip while making or while frying tomato for Nigerian stew: it can be messy, it splash everywhere. So it's best to use a long wooden spoon like this to stir the tomato while stirring. If possible, stay a little bit far from the tomato while stirring it, or you can cover the pot halfway if you can't stand the splashing. At this point, it might look like you need to add more oil because it looks like there's no oil in the tomato. Please do not add more oil. After frying for 15 minutes, the oil is going to start separating from the tomato. That's a sign that you fry your tomato enough. Frying the tomato for 20 minutes, stirring it in between, you can see the oil that is coming out of the tomato. That is why you don't need to add more oil. So I'm still going to fry this for another 5 minutes, then add all the meat. 25 minutes of frying again. This is what it looks like. So when you see that oil separating from your tomato, that's the sign that you fry your tomato really, really well. So now we are heading to the final step. So at this point, I'm going to start adding all the meat. I'm going to start with the brisket. Add the brisket into the tomato and mix it together. I'm so excited when it gets to this point because we are almost done. Then add in the hot chicken fried. Did you see that? That is what I love about assorted meat in the stew. Oh, so yummy. So I'm going to mix that together. Please do not forget to subscribe. Turn that button where it says subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. So next, I'm going to be adding the chicken stock. After adding the chicken stock, I'm going to be adding some water to loosen it up because the chicken stock was not enough for me. But you don't have to do this if you have enough chicken stock. Mix it together, cover it with the lid and allow it to cook for 10 minutes before adding the chicken wings. So that's the chicken wing which I'm going to be adding, and the reason why I'm adding it last is that the chicken wing is not very strong, so that's why I add it last. So when I add the chicken wing, I'm also going to allow it to simmer for 5 minutes and our Nigerian stew will be ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the finished result of Nigerian stew. Do you see that oil flowing on top or floating on top? That's to tell you that you fry your tomato really, really well. That is how you know a perfect cooked Nigerian stew. So yummy and delicious. With this, you can pair with rice, yam, potato, sliced bread. You can even take this sauce and fry your egg. It's so versatile. Trust me, this tastes so yummy that you need to try this. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload new video, you're not going to miss out. Check the description box. I'm going to list all the ingredients that I used in cooking this Nigerian stew. Thank you so much. I love you all. Love you all. Follow me on Instagram, Continental Food and Cake TV. I would love to be your friend. Love you all, and I will see you in another one. Bye bye.